All right, you all come in. I think I'm gonna get started. We're gonna go ahead and get this party started. I'm a little fatigued. Hey Gwen. Gwen just got out my private Zoom. I'm a little tired today, so I'm gonna go ahead. We've got 2 minutes into the 5 minutes of fame. However, the Phoenix 33, I do like that name. So since we got 2 minutes, I'll go ahead and let everything build up. If you all are new to my live stream, right? I'm known in the credit and the cash flow world as the queen of credit because of the results that I help people get in their personal credit, business credit, and now credit to cash flow. So come in, make sure you hit like and you hit share, right? Yeah, I am tired. I just uh, got off a private Zoom with my business partners. But nonetheless, right, as the Bible would say, we are in perilous times. So let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. Good evening, millionaires are us. That's from Chicago, the Chi-Town. We got Ari. Is it Ari Glover? Glover in for Chi-Town. So if you are watching on Facebook, like and share. If you are watching on the YouTube, make sure you like and share as well. And Periscope, show some heart. I mean, pump those hearts, right? Show some digital love. Let's get this information out. Let's get this out to help people, right? To help people build their credit and their cash flow during this time of the great reset of 2021. So we have 60 seconds. I'm gonna give people some time to come in and hit like and hit share. A sip of water. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of things in this crypto world, right? Trying to help people get their cash flow up and preparing for this great economic reset, right? For this great economic reset. So, sharing is caring. Come in and hit the like button as we have 30 seconds to this countdown. Right, give the thumbs up. That YouTube loves that, right? That will notify people. Facebook, you all come into the community Periscope and pump those hearts as we have 17 seconds and counting. Get those thumbs up. And good evening, sweet angel from the SC, South Carolina. Thanks for tuning in. And I had a lot of credit to do today, too, right? I had a lot of credit to do. And it has been a day. But nonetheless, let's get this thing rolling, right? Let's get this thing rolling. And a lot of good news in the cryptocurrency world. We're going to do an update as well on the silver squeeze. As far as the stock market go, a lot of people may be wondering why did those silver stocks drop or take a little dip. AG and SLV silver. So hello everyone coming in. Let me look at those real quick. Hello Jarvis from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, right? Hello everyone coming in from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, but tuning in from Germany. Glad that you are tuning in from Germany. First Majestic Silver took a 24% dip, right? After hours is showing it's up 3%. So you have those silver stocks that yet took a dip. Silver SLV took a dip at 8%. After hours is up 1%, almost 2%. But I've always taught you all that you need the physical, right? I don't really believe in the stock market. I'm not a big fan of the stock market. I think this is a big setup for the stock market to have a reason to actually crash, right? And to go on blockchain technology, which has to do with cryptocurrency, right? Blockchain technology, cryptocurrency. Because right now, my friend and I were discussing this on yesterday, right? Right now, what happens is if you make any gains in the stock market, right? You're making the gains in the stock market, you're able to, or you're a trader, or let's say you trade in the market, you're able to convert those gains, right, into cash. And that cash cannot always be earmarked, right? If you put cash in I say credit card, in a birthday card, in a condolences card, right, a sympathy card, right, that cash cannot always be traced. Last year, this what I think pyramid scam or scheme was going on called the blooming flower or something of that nature, where people would give cash into it, and their logic or explanation for getting people to get in the gifted flower, blooming flower, whatever it was that because it's cash, right, you're not taxed, and the government can't, tax or trace tax donations. So now everything is on the blockchain, right? Every transaction, whether it's a birthday gift or you giving your neighbor or your son or your nephew, right? Maybe daughter, right? Niece in some cases, $20 here, $40 here to mow the yard, to do chores, give your children chores, and you pay them with cash. Well, all of that now is going to be able to be tracked, trace, and tax, right? Three T's: track, trace, and tax. Now they're setting up the perfect scenario of, you know what, the stock market now can be highly manipulated, right? We can have a group of people that comes in, not only just the insiders, but the outsiders that can manipulate the stock market. People can make gains and returns, right? And they will be taxed on those capital gains. But what goes on with the transaction of the cash after that cannot be blocked. I mean, it cannot be traced. And so brewing up the perfect storm in a sense, right? That we need to restructure the stock market, put it on blockchain so it cannot be manipulated by insiders or the outsiders, right? A perfect scenario to set things up on the blockchain, and which is a part of the cryptocurrency world. Now, I have discussed what blockchain is and its need, but I won't get into that tonight. So if any people did want to get into, just know right now with Reddit, right? Reddit is still focusing on GameStop in a sense. GameStop, I think last I looked, GME was at $98. So they took a big crash from 300 plus to $98. So I hope everyone that was up while they was ahead, and didn't buy while it was high, did not buy in the green that you always buy or invest in the red. I hope they cashed out and receive some earnings from that. But the focus is still AMC and GME this week. So silver's time has not come. It's been announced, but it has not come. So I do expect for those silver stocks within the next, again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. In fact, I invested into the dip of AG and SLV, not simply because I even like the stock market or I like dealing with the stock market. I've always said the stock market is highly manipulated by the Feds, the Wall Street, right? By Fed, Wall Street, and the government. But I really invested to support the cause for the idealism of it, that the pricing on silver was suppressed. And so I invested from the ideal, right, for the ideal of it, that it will help increase and give the true value to physical silver. Now, if I get a profit out of that, right, then that's all well and good. Thank you so much, King Tyson. Thank you so much, King, for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate you investing into the knowledge, right? I was thinking today, and I was speaking with my mentor today, right, that most people don't understand that a person's number one asset is their time, right? Because time is never something that you can recuperate, that you can get back, right? You can't, once it's gone, we can't ever get back tomorrow. I mean, yesterday, right? And tomorrow is not promised. We can live for the present. And so once you freely give people your time, you are giving them your most important asset other than your health, right? And people don't understand the value of time. They feel like it's just an impromptu phone call, or it's just an impromptu text, right? I just got a quick question for you. Well, that quick question can produce an advantageous outcome for you, right? Um, in biblical, it says, in the multitude of counsels, right, people prosper. And one advice of knowledge and information, right, can change not only your financial life, your health. And so people take it real lightly when they ask questions, and they even get access to people to get an answer, right? It used to be when I go live, people would say, get to the point. And I would say, I am the point. This is the point. The fact that I'm even live streaming is the point, because they give you access to me to ask a question that you didn't know an answer to, that can position you better, whether it's financially, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. So I am the point of my live stream, not my caption, not my video title. Just the fact that I'm going live talking is the point, because you may get a question answered that can help you get a breakthrough, right? And to live a better life in any of those areas, right? So I always appreciate when you all support the channel and you acknowledge the time, and you take the time just to say thank you, and you give some financial support to back that up. Yes, you can send to my Cash App. LD Financial Coaching is my Cash App as well. Natural Girl asks, so that's my Cash App strolling in the bottom. Coach Michael says, I like that, Queen. Yes, you do have to add your driver's license on Webull. You do have to identify. And I really like that, right? I really do like apps and investing exchanges in which you have to upload your driver's license for your proof of identity, right? Because that means they have some type of security measures in place. If that wasn't in place, I would be very skeptical about connecting my checking accounts and my financial transactions, right, to that exchange. So yes, you do have to add your driver's license on Webull. The last that I checked, Coach Michael said, he's like, thank you so much. People, you have to respect your time and monetize your time, right, and monetize your time. And it's something else. My mentor and I, we were talking today, and it was from a biblical perspective, right? And we was talking about being able to identify the soil. I think we're going to go somewhere else tonight that I didn't have planned to go. But being able to identify, as I fix my strap, the soil, right? We was talking about the difference of seed. This is church language and lingo, right? Sowing. This is, you usually hear this in a religious environment. The seed, we were discussing between sowing seed and planting, right? And my grandparents are or were, right, farmers. And so they would sow seeds in the morning, and they would plant plants like sweet potatoes in the evening. And one thing that had in common, right, they would plant the sweet potatoes in the evening because the soil was more fertile and moist, and the sun, right, um, had its radiation or rays to help increase the quality of the soil. And both of them was done with strategies, right? You sow your seed early in the morning before the sun is able to scorch it, and you plant plants like sweet potatoes and plant bearing plants in the evening with that same strategy. However, you did it at a different time of the day. And that's a whole nother topic for another day. But the point is, we were making that people have to understand how to recognize and sow or give into good, what is called good soil or good ground, right? We looked at Mark chapter 4 this morning about the parable of the sower that went out to sow. And some fell by the roadside. The seed fell by the roadside, and the birds came and ate up the seed, right? And then the other seeds fell on stony ground, Stony ground is ground that has a little fertilizer but little debt, which means that a person can fake it for a while until you recognize that their true culture or their true heart, and that their motives are wrong or intentional. So you don't want to give or sow your money to people that are just temporarily, or what we call bells and whistles, right? So you want to recognize people that have good soul, good heart, good information and knowledge. And another thing, you don't want to give to somebody that doesn't even believe in prosperity. If you need more cash flow, if you need better credit, why would you give to a church organization or a person, right, that doesn't even teach you how to accumulate these things? Because when you give into something like that, which is giving and your seed is falling on the roadside or asphalt, and it's falling on the road, it's not taking root, it can't grow, it won't give you what we call in the natural world ROI, return on investment, right? Then why are you giving into that soil? So, and you have to give to people that have the knowledge and the know-how and the knowledge to transfer to you. Because later on in Mark chapter 4, right, it said that when it was time to harvest, and let me show this to you. I think we have in Credit Church, but I was so excited when my mentor revealed this to me. I was talking to him some things about that scripture that I had never seen all my years of being in church and things like that. And I asked them in the scripture, Mark chapter 4, it also said that they used a sickle to harvest at the end. So you are watching live on the replay, right? I want you to put in Mark chapter 4. And I said, what is a sickle? What does that mean? And it was a totally different tool to harvest. So in other words, your strategies of sowing and the tools or tool that you use to sow is different strategy and tool that you use to harvest. So that's the sickle. And so this was in Mark chapter 4. And I just thought that was some good stuff, right? Thank you so much, Gwen. Yeah, Credit Church. So you have to sow into good soil. You have to give into good soil. And I am good soil. I take my time, my knowledge, and I even put biblical scriptures on you all from a spiritual perspective for the people that do give, right? A lot of people just say thank you, I appreciate it, but I actually put biblical word on it because I believe the Bible is the number one book that teaches people how to walk or receive prosperity, right? So many rich and wealthy patriots and people in the Bible, right? But people don't know how to teach it in the way that it's supposed to be taught, in which people can inherit or receive this prosperity that Yeshua or Yahweh, right, promised us, right? So, Litecoin King says February 5th, Litecoin pump and coming. Okay, so Litecoin will be the next one. Now, if you all did not know, Litecoin was referred to as the silver to Bitcoin's gold. It was referred to as digital silver. We've had Credit Church, so let's switch this over. Let's look at cryptocurrency right now, and we're going to discuss Jeff Bezos. So let's look at the market. It is hot, people. Everything in green. Bitcoin received a 9% or is at 9% returns today. Right, so we got Bitcoin at 9%. Ethereum, Bitcoin's biggest rivalry at 10%. I've heard predictions that Ethereum can go as high as 10,000 this year. I've even heard 100,000. Everything is in the green, right? We are approaching the 5th of the month. The 5th of the month is when CME futures, right, needs cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I'm expecting us to be in the green for the remaining of the week, right? Bitcoin, to my surprise and to my liking, actually has not. I really thought that Bitcoin may go to 25,000, right? And a lot of people were kind of hoping that they did not get on the Bitcoin wave last year or too late. They was hoping maybe it could go to 25,000 so they can get in at the dip. But it did not. The lowest I've seen Bitcoin go in January of this year is 29,000. So that was to my liking, right? I have no issues, no problem with that. So everything in the green. You have XRP making gains again. XRP really made big gains earlier. What's today? Tuesday. I think it was Sunday and Monday. And then it took another dip for those people who are maybe hodling, a hodler or holding XRP. And maybe some people are still trading it on the Uphold exchange, right? EOS, Cosmos, the only thing in the red, right? And you got Cardano, XLM. Everything is in the red as well. And you are right, Litecoin, but where everybody's eyes is on Ethereum right now, just seeing how high it can go, and just really looking at will Bitcoin reach 50,000 by September, right? Will Bitcoin reach 50,000? So whether you're watching this live on a replay, comment if you think Bitcoin will reach 50,000 and Ethereum 2,500 by Valentine's Day. Put yes or no, and Bitcoin 50,000. Let's say by August or September, right? Will Bitcoin reach 50K by August or September, and will Ethereum at least double up within the next 12 days? Let's say the Day of Love Day, Valentine's Day, and reach and double up at 2,500. Whether you're watching this live on a replay, do you think that will happen? SM3 Horses says, "Hi Queen, let me know if you did not get my email confirmation of purchasing the silver reports, included urgent in the email. What's your email address?" SM3 Horses, I can check that for you right now while I'm live. All right, what's your email address? So, MicroStrategy CEO putting other CEOs in the crypto game starting tomorrow. Let's get on that. You are so correct. Jeff Bezos also positioning other people in the crypto game. He steps down as CEO, right? And crypto curious Andy, how do you pronounce that last name? Jassy, I don't know, Jassy, Andy to become the new Amazon CEO. A lot of CEOs are stepping down and putting more crypto minded people and knowledgeable people in those spots. The soon to be top executive at Amazon has released, listen at this, blockchain. I discussed blockchain earlier, products in the past. Amazon has announced today that the founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is planning to step down as CEO, and Amazon Web Services CEO and Andy Jassy, right, who oversaw Amazon's crypto product offerings, will replace him. Who, let me stop right there and read this again, oversaw Amazon's crypto product offerings. People, if you can't see this is the death of the dollar, you can't see that crypto is not going anywhere, that Bitcoin is here to stay, then, I think the great Ray Charles can see that. I think Stevie Wonder can see that, right? In his letter to employees, Bezos said he would be transitioning to the role of executive chair of Amazon board, where he would focus his energies and attentions on new products and initiatives. The transition is scheduled for later in this year, right? Bezos also noted Jassy, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, will be an outstanding leader and have his full confidence. The crypto world attentions now turn to Andy's, I'll just say Andy's history when it comes to embracing blockchain technology, as it could be an indication of the long term crypto strategy of the world's most valuable company by market capitalization. So, Andy offered a mixture review of blockchain technology in um, applicability to Amazon's business in 2017. Right? Nothing is ever new with the new world order, or the change is always just, overlooked by most people in the economy, or they're so tuned into CNN and looking at the numbers of this health pandemic, right? That they are missing out on what's really going on behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz, or behind the closed doors. And so, Jeff Bezos, according to this article, he did leave the door open for future exploration, saying that they are very intrigued by what customers are ultimately going to experience, right? And so again, this new CEO Andy oversaw the launch of two blockchain products, which was Amazon Quantum Ledger database and Amazon Managed Blockchains, right? So aside from this, Amazon has largely only made crypto headlines as a scapegoat, right? So this community is shifting. Again, you have a lot of CEOs stepping down and more crypto blockchain people that's stepping in. All right. So I just highly advise people to see the writing on the wall. Silver is going to increase, right? Gold is going to increase. Do you have these assets? Are you positioning yourself for the greatest wealth transfer that has ever happened in our generation, or will you be a part of the poverty transitioning, right? And you need to learn and understand cryptocurrency, and I mean learning and learning fast, right? Learning and learning fast, right? So, trying to see something. Okay, so learn this, right? And get it fast. I read an article today um, that stated a lot of people suggest where you can't purchase anything with crypto, right? You can't. It's supposed to be currency. I tell people all the time. I look at crypto or Bitcoin, for example, as assets. It has over 200% return for the year, right? 200% return. Whether the asset has brought you that has outperformed the stock market. It has even silver has outperformed, right, last year. Outperformed the S&P, even silver itself. And so people, just positioning yourselves, if you don't have the cash flow to invest, I've been telling you all, get your personal credit up. Stop allowing those high interest and bad credit to cause you to be low on your cash flow. And I just had a meeting with my home-based business. We were talking about cash flow and strategies out of their paycheck, a private Zoom meeting. Many people don't know that your social security number was just created in 1935, people. The social security is identification numbers to identify workers, right? It's not for you to know how much of your social security you'll receive when you're retired. It's to identify workers through your that what 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digit number. It's to identify workers, and when the workers are identified through their W-2, it's to highly tax you. It's a taxation. I did a live stream the other day that showed the numbers on the back of your social security card or identity to the numbers, all in large caps, that's on the dollar bill. So if you do not have a tax shelter, a tax strategy, a way to get more money out of your paycheck, and you're continually giving the federal government a 0% interest tax loan out of your paycheck, you get highly taxed. that's taking it away from your cash flow. That money could be flowing back to you and to your household. Instead of paying the IRS, pay that money back to yourself. Get yourself out of bad debt. Invest in both books if you have it. The Cash on Crypto report on my website at fixmycreditandcash.com. And I have great news is that now you can go to Cash on Crypto and order this crypto report on Cash on Crypto. When I log off here, I'm going to update this website. So I have that e-commerce website working the way it's supposed to be. So we did some tests on that today. But it's still on my Fix My Credit and Cash website as well for now. But this will be on a totally different website, which will be cashoncrypto.com. The Queen of Crypto report, right? And you can get that here, cashoncrypto.com. It'll automatically send that to your email address upon purchase. So if you want the Queen of Crypto report, go to cashtocrypto.com. However, people, if silver becomes physical, silver becomes available, you need to know what silver to invest in. This will still be on this website, fixmycreditandcash.com, right? Fixmycreditandcash.com, and then you can definitely invest in the Queen of Coins silver stacking report, right? The Queen of Coins silver stacking report at fixmycreditandcash.com. Again, silver is projected to go $100, and some are even an ounce expecting it to go to 1,000 or more, because silver is both needed for solar energy, for monetary use and industrial use, right? It's both monetary and industrial use. We are moving into a new economy. Solar energy, 5G towers, phones, cell phone batteries, smartphones that's going to need to push this cryptocurrency, catalytic converters, refrigerators, et cetera, et cetera. Tesla, the thing, batteries, electronic vehicles. So silver at the current price, let me see if any available, was only available on eBay. And I even questioned the authenticity of purchasing on eBay. But again, they still have this message. So it's always best, in my opinion, to get the physical silver versus stocks. You want the physical, right? My Cash app, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Natural Girl. It's strolling on the bottom is $ LD Financial Coaching. LD Financial Coaching. So you still have physical silver due to unprecedented demand currently experiencing. Now, this is saying shipping delays, but the top three, and silver has moved up today. The spot price or the asking price is supposed to be $27, but people, if you can find even silver on eBay, right, it's $40 a coin. And so all the silver rounds, bullion, right? Listen, they're sold out. Unprecedented, right? Demand. So there's SD bullion, JM bullion, all of those AMPMEX, right? AMPMEX are sold out. So get that silver stacking report. Know what to invest in. Know the difference between rounds, coins, bars, and bullion. I think SD bullion. I just stopped sharing my screen, but I think they may have some products. So SD bullion, but know what you're buying. There's so much silver out there, right? Know what you're buying. Know what to invest in, and if bullion or bars are available, because you want the silver that's IRA approved, and then once it's resale or resold for capital gains, does not have to be reported to the IRS, right? And you need to know the purposes, which ones will be used for industrial use and monetary use. So it'll be a 0.999 on some and a 0.9999. So invest not only in me, which is good soil, but invest in yourself and your financial education so that you can actually get the harvest of what you're expected to get, right? And also take out the time to hit the thumbs up. I'm logging off. I do have some work that I have to do later on. Thank you so much to Phoenix33. I love that avatar name, Order Your Cash to Crypto. Thank you so much. And again, you can get one report for $35, or you can get both and save $10. You can get both for $60, right? So I'm signing out. You all have a great, great night. Here's to your health and your wealth, right? Your peace and your prosperity and your credit and your cash flow. Someone on Periscope said you love my accent. Let me say this. When I first started going live, right, I was like, I don't know how people will be receptive. But then I thought about it. I'm like, my God, if they can listen to Dave Ramsey, his accent, and Paula Dean and her accent, and Dave Ramsey is giving them antiquated financial advice to keep them in poverty and not prosperity, then definitely they can listen to the Queen of Credit's Southern accent as well, right? So I do appreciate that. So I continue to talk Southern and all. And I guess what I need to say signing out. Y'all, do I need to say the word y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. I really don't even say y'all that much, right? But hey, get your Queen of Coins, Queen of Crypto report, right? Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you hit those hearts, hit the like, and share the live stream.